For 2023, the CR-V is getting a from-the-ground-up overhaul. Everything will be new, from the bodywork to the interior, but it keeps plenty of what makes the CR-V great. Maybe a little too much. The CR-V's handsome interior design is highlighted by a honeycomb-textured insert spanning most of the dash that discreetly hides the air vents. The steering wheel frames a partially digital gauge cluster with an analog speedometer and a 7.0-inch display that allows the driver to swap between different informational menus. Honda says the front seats are designed to decrease driver fatigue on long trips and that the new CR-V's driving position has been improved. Between the front seat passengers is a large center console bin, and behind them are reclining back seats with an extra 0.6 inch of rear legroom compared with the outgoing CR-V. There's 36 cubic feet of cargo space behind the second row, 39 cubes on gas-only models with the adjustable load floor in its lowest position. The CR-V's infotainment system operates through a 7.0-inch touchscreen on the EX and Sport trim levels. The setup features physical volume and tuning knobs as well as Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The EXL and Sport Touring models have a 9.0-inch touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. While the bigger display doesn't include a tuning knob, there is a volume knob that accompanies the built-in navigation, plus 2 USB-C ports for rear seat passengers and wireless smartphone charging. Those who want the 12-speaker Bose sound system will have to spring for the top-of-the-line CR-V Sport Touring. Honda claims that the car's CVT gearbox can mimic conventional gear changes to avoid constant high revs under acceleration, with the car topping out at 115 miles per hour. The new CR-V is also available with a pure petrol option in the US, but this won't be available in the UK, where we expect a brand new plug-in hybrid option to join the lineup instead. The rest of the CR-V is as comfortable as ever, perhaps even more so in the back seat now that there's a bit of extra legroom. This new model is longer and more reclining options. The differences between the interior trims are fairly obvious. However, the Sports are nicer, with more interesting surfaces and finishes, while the EX models look a little lower rent, but will make up for it with lower prices, presumably. The additional cargo room is also a welcome feature, with the CR-V now offering up some of the biggest space in the class and the most ever for a CR-V, by Honda's measure. The 2023 Honda CR-V seats 5 as it did before, but those in the rear have 0.6 inches of extra legroom and the seatbacks have 8 angles of recline. The cargo volume of the Honda CR-V has also increased, and at 36.3 cubic feet in its base configuration, it's the most voluminous trunk the CR-V has ever had. The rear load floor can be lowered on the non-hybrid EX and EXL versions to increase this to 39.3 CUFT, while 60/40th split folding rear seatbacks expand the space further to 76.5 cubes. From behind, the L-shaped taillights recall those of the prior CR-V, but the new ones are pointier and contain additional LED details, and the also integrated hexagonal exhaust ports would be at home on any luxury SUV.